Beautiful.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everybody here this evening, and Mr. Latchmore, will you take a roll call attendance, please?
Trustee Pelkey. Here. Trustee Menard.
Here.
Trustee Rodriguez. Trustee Arno. Mayor LaBounty.
Here. I'm going to open up the meeting to the public. I see there's only one speaker, Ms. Berry, so I just want to, I won't read all the rules, but limit your remarks to 5 minutes and use common courtesy. And Ms. Berry, you're on deck.
Hi, Alex Berry, 30 Bridge Road, right in Rouses Point. And I'm just here in case you talk about the zoning for I-2, if you have any questions or if there's anything I can help you guys with. Just here for extra support. That's it. See, under 5 minutes, super easy.
That was easy.
I know.
Thank you.
Not as much trouble as that other one you have coming to these meetings.
Tell Dad it pays the same.
I need a motion to accept the minutes of the March 6, 2023 meeting, regular meeting. Everybody should have it in their packet. If there's any changes or amendments to those minutes, I would like to hear them. If not, then I need a motion to accept those minutes.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as written.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. I also need a motion to accept the March 15, 2023 budget meeting that was held. Everybody should have a copy of those minutes also, and if there's no changes or amendments to those meetings, then I would need a motion also to accept those.
Make a motion to accept the minutes for the budget meeting.
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. Mr. Letourneau, the bills.
We have one deletion this evening, it's on page 12, page 7. Transformer service, the amount of $6,495 is to be removed from the list.
Okay. Anything else? No.
That's it.
I need a motion to accept those bills unless there's any questions.
I make a motion to accept the bills as corrected.
Second.
All those in favor of accepting the bills, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the bills will be paid. Correspondence, Mr. Latchmore.
I have a couple things, Mayor. First of all, the treasurer and budget officer, Arsene Letourneau, presented the 2023-2024 tentative budget to myself before the deadline of March 20th. In pursuit to Village Law 5-508 subsection 1, the village clerk will now have to present the tentative budget to the Board of Trustees for their review in accordance with Village Law 5-508 subsection 2. So if I may approach.
You may approach. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the clerk to publish for the public hearing for the tentative budget.
Second.
All those in favor of publishing those minutes for public, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The clerk is authorized to publish. Anything else, Mr. Latchmore?
The other thing that I would like to present to the board is I received an email, and let me find the document here, from Junior Moore, and it's in reference to the medical director. Currently, the fire department has a contract for medical director with Giuseppe Ventier, MD, and he's no longer going to withhold the contract with the Village of Rouses Point. But Junior indicated that he was able to find another MD that would be willing to take this task on. And it's going to be MD Duras, I believe, D-U-R-S-O, Dursoro. And the only thing that he wants to do is the contract, and I'll write up the new contract with the board approval. It will run from April 1st of 2023 through May 31st of 2026. It'll be a 3-year contract, and what the new MD wants to charge is going to be a $5 fee for the review of the, in the training for the EMTs at the fire department. So I just need to get the board's approval for me to draw up a new contract for this new MD. And it's mandated that they have this individual in place.
Are you aware of that, Mr. Buck?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's been for years. What they do is they review all the reports that are submitted
Okay,
through the
okay, that's standard practice.
standard, yeah.
Okay, so I need a motion for that then.
I'll make a motion that the clerk write up a new contract and with board approval.
I'll second it.
All those in favor of approving that new contract, authorizing the administrator to get a new contract, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. The administrator is authorized to indicate it was a new contract. Anything else, Mr. Lattimore?
That's everything, thank you.
The only thing I have today is very briefly, the subject of the chickens in our village has become quite a hot topic, unfortunately. And I think there's a lot of people that are getting the wrong idea. I will tell you from my standpoint that this board has not formed an opinion either way. We're waiting for all the information to come in for the pros and cons. We're also going to have a public hearing on it. So that situation, which I've heard on Facebook, is a little incorrect. I regret that some of our people that work for the village have signed a petition in certain positions in the village, and I have no control over that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that these people have formed an opinion. At the end of the day, we will work what's in the best interest of the village, what the majority of the village wants, and those will be the criteria that this board uses to see whether we allow chickens in our village or not. We have to put aside our own personal biases to decide what the village residents want. We were elected by the people of this village, and if the majority of the people want these chickens or don't want these chickens, at the end of the day, we have to respect their choice. And we will listen to what they have to say, not only in a petition, but in a public hearing, and then this board will move forward and hopefully make the right decision. The second thing I want to address is, it's been a policy of the village before I was the mayor to accept for the administrator to read into the minutes of our board meeting letters from different people, and in this situation we had a controversy where we had an unsigned letter read into the board meeting. I've discussed this issue with the administrator. I accept full responsibility for that letter being read, and from now on it is my call that there will be no more letters read into the record unless it is signed and every resident knows whether that letter was by a village resident or outside the village. Everybody has a right to write to this board or stand before this board whether they live in this village or not. But at the end of the day, I think they should be identified, and everybody has a right to know that. And that's my personal opinion, and that's going to be the rule as long as I'm the mayor from now on. No more anonymous letters. There might be people who disagree with my position on this, but I think at the end of the day, it's the best way to move forward and create less controversy at our meetings and within the residents of this village. I thank you.
Just one thing on that, John. And I don't know what's going on with Facebook or whatever else, but this board will, when we have a public hearing, everybody will know about it. We'll put it out in plenty of time so that everybody can speak or get their say in whether they're for or against the chickens, and we will not, surprise anybody. Everybody will have the right to speak or come to an open forum. So we will not surprise anybody. It'll definitely be publicized.
That's right. Each side will have the right to speak, each side will be given a fair opportunity to speak, and we will listen to both sides equally. And in my opinion, that's the only way to do it, and I assure the residents that this is the way this board is gonna operate. Anybody else? Mr. Pelkey, you have anything you want to say? No?
I agree 100%.
Trustee Bernard, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Yes, I was approached by a couple village residents, and they were wondering if we were going to put the tape down inside the rec center once the ice is gone for the pickleball courts again. They said they enjoyed it last year and they would really like for it to be done again.
So currently, right now, as we're exploring our options, as far as what type of tape we can put down, we don't want to leave the adhesive on the cement pad, because it can interfere when we're putting the ice down. So we're gonna explore our options, and if we're able to find something that's gonna work, then we're definitely gonna offer the pickleball indoor program to individuals that want to do it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And that's all I have for this evening.
Thank you. Trustee Pelkey.
The only thing I had was, I was gonna ask to have an executive session to talk about personnel issues, but I wanna table it until we have the full board here.
I think that's a very good idea, Trustee Pelkey. We're missing two of our board members, or at least whoever the new board member is, and it looks like it's gonna be Mr. Southwick will be here hopefully for the next meeting, along with Trustee Arnold. We'll have a full board, and we'll be able to have this executive session and speak with this on a thorough basis. So I think that's a good idea. Anything else?
No, that's all I have.
Okay. Code Officer Cooper, you have anything?
Well, things are very slow in my business at the time. Hopefully, they'll start to pick up. Actually, I had a couple of applications for new homes, which is a good thing. I'm gonna put in to go up to back up to the school in Plattsburgh here on the 25th of April. They're having an excellent for the energy program for hometown. They have a certain criteria that has to meet. I went to school up in Lake Placid for it, and they had a couple of 4-hour courses on it, but they're gonna have a full 8-hour course in Plattsburgh on the 25th, and I plan on attending. So we abide by the laws, the new laws in the state of New York.
Okay, thank you. Anybody from the public wish to say anything? Mr. Richter?
Scott Richner, 16 Pratt Street. As you know, I'm kind of leading the anti-chicken charge for the village. And I'd just like to publicly say the board has been nothing but helpful as far as suggesting the petition. I formed a petition and have been talking to people. A lot of people have been signing it, and I mean, I don't think there's any, I don't know who's bad-mouthing the board, or as far as saying that there's already decisions made or whatever, but the people that I've talked to, you know, I've told them, this is what the board suggested, this is what we're gonna do. You know, both sides need to do it right and respect each other, and in the end, the board's gonna do the right thing.
I appreciate those comments, Mr. Richter.
Thank you.
They're very nice words, and I think a little bit of time you've been since to the meeting since I've been mayor, I think those are true words, and I think you can say that to anybody. I have nothing to gain personally from any subjects that come before this board. All I'm trying to do is make sure that we make the right decision for the future of this village. That's all I'm trying to do, and I appreciate your statement. Thank you. Anyone else like to address the board? If not, then I need a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second?
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Ayes have it. Thank you, everyone.